Hey guys, it's your girl Chrissy Pips. Today is 101 Wednesday and welcome back to the channel. I will be posting some of the comments, some of the new subscribers, a little later on at the end of the video. But if you're here, you're interested, so let's get into it. Now, for those of you who follow me on social media, you guys got the message that today is a bit of a powwow. We need to have a heart-to-heart, okay? Because I get a lot of questions and things like that, comments and things like that in on social media. So I try to answer those, you know? So let's get into it.
The revolution will be live.
Some of the questions that I get are about different trade setups, different strategies, different ideas. I've been getting asked how I got into trading and things like that. So we'll kind of break it down from a quick synopsis from top to bottom. Okay, I decided that I wanted to retire at 35. Yay! So I did. But just because you retire doesn't mean you stop working. But what my goal was to stop working for somebody else. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm not punching the clock again ever. Okay, but with that, I had started trading beforehand, and learning and just seeing so many people that were so successful that I could like rub elbows with, you know. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna step out on that limb, try that, and it's been going pretty well. And it's actually like a lot of my friends, old and new, are traders too, and we do pretty good. The thing is the difference between my experience and a lot of other people's experience, I think, is the fact that I have a community of people around me who are traders and who are educators, right? And it's different because a lot of the feedback that I've been getting is some of the stuff that is going around the internet is not working. And then when people come over, they try my strategy, or at least try the tips that I provide, and they get great results. So I'll actually show y'all one of these too. But yeah, it's a lot of crazy stuff going around on the internet, and I don't want people to get scared or discouraged when it comes to trading. Okay, trading, you have to think of as learning a new language. Learning a new language is not simple. Okay, it's not simple at all. So you're going to get out of it what you put into it. And my mentor says if you treat it like a hobby, it's gonna pay you like a hobby. And the last time I checked, hobbies don't pay very well or at all, right? You kind of end up spending a lot of money. And I'm like, the reason why I do what I do is to make sure people are not just sitting spinning their wheels, right? So a lot of the education and stuff that I do is basic information. So trend lines, support and resistance, supply and demand, good times and reasons to get in trades. I even post my trade setups. If you guys are following me on TradingView, I post my trade setups on Sundays, sometimes Mondays, because me and my team, we sit down and we do our trade ideas for the week on Sunday when the market, right before the market opens up. Or no, we do it a couple hours after the market just opens up, because it opens at 5:30. I'm here in Michigan, so it opens at 5:30 Eastern. We get on at like 9:30. We mark up the charts, and just kind of discuss our ideas, any challenges that we've had during the previous week, to get into that. Like, if you guys are watching the Mindset Monday series that I'm doing, if you're not, why aren't you? But to get into that series, it's like we are a part of a mastermind group. Our mastermind group meets and discussing the challenges that we have, because there are challenges. You have a week where it just looks like everything that you did, the market wanted to do the opposite thing. But sitting down and discussing this with this mastermind group, with this group of people who are like-minded and doing the same thing, helps, because you seen one thing, but they're going to see something else because it's their point of view, right? Although we're trading the same strategy, each individual person's each individual person's point of view is going to be different, right? So, I've been seeing a lot of crazy stuff on the internet. It's really weird. But the biggest thing for me is for people who are just starting out and they're not past 60 days and they're already discouraged. I know if you're watching this video, as a child, you learned to ride a bike, right? And many of us as an adult or teenagers, we learn to drive a car, right? And this is the equivalent of, like I said, learning another language, right? You have to start from the bottom and work your way up to the top. You have to start with the basics and work your way up to advanced. And you can't skip a step. There's an intermediate in the middle of there, right? So I'm having a bit of a problem, or I'm concerned. Let's use that, because I'm concerned that people are getting discouraged too early, and I think it has something to do with your personal mindset and how you talk to yourself, like the conversation that you and your inner voice has. So part of it is that, but a lot of what I've been seeing, like in just reading comments and things, is people's circles. Yeah, circles are crazy little rings of death sometimes, but it's people's circles. So you want to do something to better yourself. You want to do something to help you grow, right? But then you have people in your circle who don't want to see you leave the circle, right? You have people who come to your garden right after you've sat there and gotten rid of the weeds, you've watered and planted everything, and they come and they stomp through your garden like you didn't just do a lot of work. You have to stop doing that, or stop allowing people to do that. Period. Don't allow people to come into this beautiful garden that you've spent all this time on and start pulling up your plants saying that they weeds. Stop doing that. Like, it's a big problem. Like it's a very big concern. We're going to use concern. It's a big concern for me, right? Because at the end of the day, for those of you who have a degree, right? When you went and decided to get this degree, it was a couple people that was in your corner, but it was a couple people that wasn't, because they knew you were leaving, right? So you have to be a little bit more cognizant of the conversations that you have, who you have those conversations with, and who you have those conversations around, right? Oh, if I don't have haters, I'm not doing good. You want haters, but you want to make sure that they're not the ones that you're talking to. You want to make sure. Because it's definitely, it's fun and interesting having haters. It's great, you know? It gives you something to laugh at, right? But you don't want it to be the people that's in your circle. And not everybody wants to see you succeed. They love you. They want you to grow, but they are so scared that they're scared for you, and you are so receptive because these are people that you trust, people that you love, right? But they don't necessarily want to see you grow. So we all, and I am definitely a proponent of it, because I've had to change entire groups of people that I associate with. Just because at the end of the day, like I said, leaving and retiring at 35? You know how many people was like, yeah, you're not gonna do that. You know how many people was like, yeah, you're gonna come back to work. You're gonna come back, right? Yeah, no. I've already made up my mind. I've already put into place the things that I need to put into place to not have to. And I started trading or learning to trade almost a year ago, and started putting these things in order almost a year ago. So it took almost a year of planning in order to do what I want to do, right? So if you have a dream, I really want to own a restaurant, but it's like, I don't want to be a chef. I kind of just want to run the restaurant and eat the food. I don't know if that's a fat thing, but don't tell nobody. But I really want to own a restaurant. Like, I really want to just have some place to just go sit down and have somebody bring me really good food all the time that I don't have to cook. I love to cook, but I love to eat a lot more. And I know my son is tired of washing dishes because I cook a lot. But it's beside the point. I have a dream. My dream needs to have money. I have to have money to facilitate that dream. My son wants to travel. That's his thing. He's 12 and he wants to travel. But I want to be able to help do that, right? See the world, have different experiences, but that takes money. So what I've chosen to do is find a stepping stone that will allow me to do the things that I'm passionate about. Like, you guys, if you've seen some of the other videos, like, I paint. I'm extremely creative, asking the people inside of and outside of my circle. So that's what I'm passionate about, is creating things. I enjoy helping people also. That is part of the reason why I'm doing free education. The basics to get you up and running can be found on my channel for free. Now, the education that I have is not free because I'm like closer to that intermediate advance than the basics will put you at. But I say that to say that people have to stop first thinking that education is free. And second, stop telling everybody what your plans are. Everybody don't want you to have plans. They just want you to sit there with them because they're miserable. They want to sit there, be miserable, and they want you to be there with them because they need company. I don't want that type of company, right? I want to be scared of things that are fun. I want to be scared of making more money. I want to be scared of making so much money I don't know what to do with it. Those are the things that I want to be scared of. I don't want to be scared of something happening to my car and me not having the money to fix it. I don't want to be scared of that. You know how you get rid of those little fears? Well, for me, my little fears mean that I need a little bit more money in my account. So I'm taking the steps necessary to put a little bit more money in my account. Okay? Like, it's a thing for me. It's a lot of stuff on the internet, you guys. But if you are following me on Instagram, if you're following my Insta page, you have had the opportunity, you should have had the opportunity to interact with my mentor, who is a six-figure trader, who teaches twice a week, and then our mastermind group meets an additional 2 days a week, right? So it's attainable, but you have to be willing to put in the work, because it's not easy work. It's not easy work. It's work. Work ain't never been easy. So think about it as for those of you who have a degree, you know how much studying, you know how many dissertations, you know what you had to do to get that little piece of paper that left you with that big amount of debt. But if it was a degree that you're working in the field of, you're passionate about, all of that pain was worth it, right? For those of you who have kids, you love your babies to death. But them labor pains was no joke, right? But all of that pain was worth it, right? For those of you who cashed out your first car, or at least put a large chunk down, you had to go without for a little while in order for you to save to get to what you wanted, to get the car that you wanted. For those of you who have bought houses, you had to go without, you had to save, you had to be diligent in what you were doing, you had to be focused, you had to be dedicated, right, to get to that end goal. And just because you get to an end goal doesn't mean you don't set another one and go bigger next time, right? Or go to something completely different, go in a different direction. But set the goals. But the thing is stop letting other people discourage you from doing what you want to do. At the end of the day, don't nobody pay your bills. If they pay your bills, their opinion matters this much. That much, right? Now listen. Outside of that, it's a couple things. If you have aspirations, if you have dreams, it takes money to bring those things to fruition. It takes the proper mindset to bring those things to fruition. It takes the proper dedication to bettering yourself, and that could mean mindset. That could also mean just attaining knowledge in the skill that you would like to do, whether it's training or whether you sit 10, 15, 20 hours a week at the library just going through books. It takes time. If it were easy, everybody would do it, and everybody says that, but it's true, right? It's true. You can't fight the facts. You can't fight the facts. At the end of the day, it's like I said, it's some crazy stuff going around the internet, but basic information is what's up. It's free. It's on the page. Okay. If you are interested in taking a deeper dive, send me a message. I will do a quick one-on-one to see where your interest level is. Send me a message. We have a free Facebook group with information for trading. Yeah, like I said, the basic information is free. The basic information is free for you, and it's all over the internet. So why not make basics free? My trading strategy ain't free though. No. That's the moneymaker right there. You got to listen. If you talking about doing it, then come on, let's do it. But let's get the basics out of the way. Let's make sure that when you're ready to move to the next level, you are comfortable in your knowledge. Let's make sure that when you're ready to move to the next level, you are comfortable in using the tools that you need to be successful. Let's make sure that you know the tools you need to be successful, right? Let's make sure of these things, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of information going around on the internet, and a lot of it seems to be on everybody's page. It's coming from within. The caller or the killer is in the house. Okay, for those of you who watch scary movies, because I was watching Scream the other day. But yeah, like at the end of the day, stop letting your circle talk you out of your life. Like, stop letting other people talk you out of your dreams. Stop letting everybody else's opinion matter so much that you get scared to do what you want to do. Like, it's crazy. I have actually seen some people that were actually good at what they were doing stop because friends and family kept insisting that they wouldn't be successful. It's amazing. And at the end of the day, remember that trading does a few things for you. Trading makes it so that once you learn how to do it, it's like riding a bike. You pull up a chart, you get right back on, you keep it moving, right? It's a skill that can travel with you around the world. You can make money in any country. And that's a skill that can't be taken away from you. It also helps to facilitate or give you what you need to accomplish any other goals. If you have a criminal record, you can be a trader. Yep, nobody ever asked that question until they have already thought about not doing it. I've had a couple of those in my inbox. If you have a criminal record, you can trade. You can, and you can make money, and it's wonderful. Pay your little taxes and do what you want to do with your time. Listen, I set up an alert. I write down y'all see my journal. I write down my entry, my take profit, how many pips I want. I set an alert on TradingView on my computer, and then I set one on, or it goes over to my phone, and then I can go out and go about my day, because I know I have a specific target that I want to hit every day. If the market ain't moving, instead of me setting up one trade, because I like to do anywhere between the 4 hour and down to the 30 minute. That's what I trade. It's 4 hours down to 30 minutes. And I'm working on doing the daily and weekly, but my analysis is for 4 hour down to 30 minute. So on those days where if I've had like a short week, I will, instead of doing just one trade and going out to be a part of society, like I'll sit in the house and I'll take a couple quick 30-minute trades. And when I say a couple, I mean about 5 or 6 30-minute trades. From the time I drop my son off at school to the time I pick him up from school, I can do 5 30-minute trades. And that's if I have a short week. That's if I want to. Now imagine doing 5 30-minute trades every day for 5 days. And if you trade crypto for 6 days, right? Imagine that. And for those of you who are scared of cryptocurrency, I need y'all to just read stuff that's not tabloidy on the internet. What is it? Bitcoin is the 7th largest currency in the world. So you telling me you're going to miss out on that? What happens is you get scared, and then you get a little hesitant, but you want to try it. And then you want to try it, but it's too late. The ship has sailed. That moment has passed. And stop doing that too. Like, you get all of these signs and all of this information, and you guys are asking really good questions, but then you don't take the chance. And I don't know what's stopping you. Because at the end of the day, if you just want to try, do a demo account. Yeah, you can do a demo account. It's like playing with Monopoly money in real life. I don't understand some people's hesitation about Monopoly. You don't want to, but yeah. So it's a lot of information, misinformation that's going around on the internet. At the end of the day, stop letting your friends and family talk you out of doing stuff that's going to be better for you and your family. Because I am teaching my 12-year-old son. What that means is, if something happens to me, he can make money from anywhere. My goal is by the time he turns 14 for him to be making at least $1,000 a month on his own. He turns 13 in 2 months. So give me a year in 2 months. And by the time he turns 14, my goal is to have my son making $1,000 a month. If you play video games, this is just like a video game, but for money. How hard is that? For those of you who say you don't have time, I bet you if there was something you really wanted, you would make time. Take 30 minutes. Take 30 minutes. Just 30 minutes out your day. 30 minutes. Sit down. Do a basic. My basic videos, I try to keep them under 15 minutes. So watch a video, take some good notes, and then practice. That's part of the reason why I have the channel set up the way that it is so that you can get a video, you can put it into practice for 1 week, and then you can get the next video. That's why it's structured the way that it is, because you need to practice. Repetition is key. You're not going to do a trend line correct every time when you first start, unless you practice. Once you get a couple of times of practice in, when I tell you a week is sufficient, once you practice a trend line for a week, you'll be fine. Now you can move on to the next thing because you are proficient. you are taking steps that are building and making everything bigger and bigger, and you're getting more information, and it's beneficial to you because when you do decide to put it all together, even if it's in a demo account, when you decide to put it all together, you're going to see how easy it is because you're not trying to cram everything into the situation at one time, right? So we are still doing the 25 days of trading. Today is day 11, so I'll be posting on Instagram shortly. Because I got something fun today. Let's see. And then I have a couple other videos that I'm going to upload. I want to show you guys how to use TradingView. I want to show you how to use MetaTrader 4. So I'll be posting those videos this week as well. This week is kind of full because I want to get out enough material to get you guys to the end of the year, so that in January when we start, we'll be starting from the beginning. And we'll build from there, because my goal is somewhere between now and my birthday is in August. So somewhere between now and my birthday, I'm going to put everything together so that we can start doing live trading sessions. They will only be a half an hour, because at the end of the day, I ain't giving y'all all the secret sauce. I told you it's not free. Holla at the description below if you need more information. But at the end of this video, or at the bottom in the description of this video, you will find the link for TradingView, because I'm doing a video for TradingView and getting it set up, getting you acclimated to how to use the tools. There will be a link for MetaTrader 4, and if you guys are part of the Monday series, let's see. This is the book that we are breaking down, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. So if you want the book, there will be a link below. But at the end of the day, just understand, the only reason why I was able to retire at 35 is because for almost a year, I put a plan into action and I executed. And it's just that simple. It's that cut and dry. Plan it out. If you need help, I have, like I said, a mastermind group, a mentor. Get a mentor. Get somebody that you aspire to be like. If you know somebody making 6 figures, ask them if they will mentor you, because they didn't get there overnight, right? So I will be, like I said, posting a few more videos this week, because I want to get some information out, because January, at the beginning of the year, we will start the entire process over. I told you the next book that we're going to be doing after Think and Grow Rich is going to be Outwitting the Devil. It's also by Napoleon Hill, we'll also be doing Outwitting the Devil. But I want to make sure that you guys are on the right track. So the mindset stuff that we do on Monday is very important. Our 101 Wednesdays are just that. It is the 101 series. It is the basic series for basic information. And I will be showing you guys live trades during the next year using the information that I'm showing you. Because at the end of the day, I only use 5 or 6 things altogether. It's just having the knowledge, you know? So we're going to get everything together. But yeah, we needed to have a conversation. I miss you guys. We don't talk like this enough, you know? We really need to be open. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below. I answer all questions. I acknowledge all comments and concerns. Sure do. No matter what they are, I will. Or if you don't want it to be public, send it to me, inbox me. I'll leave my Instagram right here. I have a Facebook page. I will link that below as well. What else? Somebody told me I say a lot too. I'm working on that. I'm a work in progress. But at the end of the day, we got work to do, y'all. They are trying to get rid of middle class. I don't want to be middle class. They are trying to make it so that it's like the haves and the have-nots. That's it. And I don't want to see people struggling when I have information that I'm giving away for free to help you not struggle. Even if you still stay at work and you do what I do part-time, you won't have to struggle. And that's at the end of the day, my goal and my team's goal, Team Takeoff's goal, is to make sure that at least one person in every household knows how to trade. Because the things that are going on in the world are meant to keep the rich rich and poor poor. And I don't want to be in that category. I want to create a new category for us. And shout out to the new subscribers. And here is one of the comments from one of the testimonials from somebody that I helped. I'll let you guys read that. It is from one of my favorite people. Her name is Judy. I love her. And then my favorite comment of the week. Okay. But that's it. Fat, you want to say hi? Come on. You want to say hi to my son? Come say hi. Hi. This is for YouTube. And he's 12 and he's taller than me and it's amazing. And I feel really short now. And I'm 5'7". Like, he's 5'10". But and he eat as much as I do and I eat a lot. It's so bad. Like, groceries is killing me. But at the end of the day, the whole purpose of my channel is to make sure that we all eating good, because we like to eat here in this house. But to make sure that we don't have headaches and stuff that's unnecessary, and we learn to control the situations that we can control and to find a solution for the situations that we cannot. Okay, but I will talk to you guys in another video, because I have a couple things that I want to post. I want to get some more stuff out for everybody. So I will see you guys in the next video. If you are not already having one, I want everybody to have an awesome and productive day.